What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot. I'm coming at you guys with the daily reading. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, my TikTok. If y'all want to drop a follow, I would gratefully appreciate that. Shout out to my notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, everybody, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Pisces. So let's go ahead and get it poppin'. Shout out to the fish. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Shelby, for tuning on in. As always, everybody, I do want to say if you're interested in a personal read, you can check out my website. That's CancerMoonsTarot.com. The link is in the description box down below if you would like to book me there. With that all being said, I'm gonna say what's up here to some peeps, and then we'll go ahead here and get started. Pisces is up first here for today, but either way, what's going on, Shelby? What's going on, Kayani, Tiger Eye, Mello? What's poppin', Queen Star, Libra, Stephanie, Carissa? What's going on, Medizo? What's going on, Aileen, Sleeper, Zafira, Amanda? What's going on, Caramel? What's going on, Kennedy June? What's happening, Bia Bay? What's poppin', Marlene? Hello. Hey, Lucy, what's going on, guys? Hope you're all well. Really appreciate you guys tuning in here tonight. So with that all being said, excuse me, thank you very much. Let's go ahead here and get started with Team Pisces and see what we got going on here for the fish. Okay, what insight and information, please, is going to be showing up here for our zodiac signs of Team Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Hey, what's up, Fawn? How are you? Kennedy June, thank you for the 99-cent donation. I appreciate that, my love. Thank you very much. What do we got going on here, everybody, for our zodiac sign here of Pisces? Moving on into tomorrow. Let's check it out here, Team Fish. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Beginning here with our overall energy, Pisces, we have here the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So you could be connecting here possibly with a air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Taking a look here into the current energy, we have here the Four of Pentacles. What you're dealing with here, Pisces, we have here the Eight of Cups in reverse. And taking a look here at the outcome for the fish is going to be the Six of Swords in the upright position. So let's go ahead here, Pisces, and see what we got going on moving on into tomorrow. Now, starting out here first and foremost, once again, we do begin with a Seven of Swords in reverse, and then we pair that here as well with the Four of Pentacles in the upright position. So I feel like you've been rather withdrawn from a particular person or from a particular situation. It does kind of seem to me like you're feeling weird vibes. I think for you, Pisces, you're kind of in a space right now where you can't really tell if somebody is being genuine with you or if they're having negative intentions. So from your perspective, it's like, I'd rather back off and be more observant than be more engaging. Does that make sense? I'd rather be more observant of a person than be too engaging with a person, because I want to kind of see maybe some of the gaps or fill some of the gaps that I might possibly be missing, because I'm not feeling this way for no reason. There's a reason why I feel this way, so I want to observe and see if anything starts to add up. Looking at what you're dealing with here, Eight of Cups reverse. Someone seems very persistent, Pisces. I feel like somebody's persistently around you or persistently trying to be involved with you, and it just feels a little bit too odd. So you're taking some time here to be more distant with them, seeing what their plan is, seeing what their intent is. It's like, I don't know, I want to take a step back and kind of observe rather than engage a little bit too much, considering, excuse me, that they are trying to be very engaging with you. Taking a look here at the outcome, Six of Swords. Yeah, at this time right now, you're kind of just taking a step back from them, moving in a different direction and being more observant. So you're just watching somebody here from a distance. You are feeling weird vibes. At the end of the day, there's a reason you're feeling that way. So you want to take the time to figure out, why do I feel that way, by observing this person and observing how they behave, especially by creating a little bit of distance between the two of you. And then moving forward, you'll make a decision when you kind of see what adds up. So Pisces, you are proceeding and moving forward with caution with some sort of specific person. I don't know exactly if they have negative intent. I guess we can look into that in a moment. However, though, you feel a little bit of an odd vibe with someone here that you're dealing with. Let's look into it. Fuck it. Let's see. Does the person that Pisces is dealing with have any sort of negative intent? Is there any sort of Seven of Swords moment going on with the person Piscean is dealing with? And what do we have here? We have here the Hierophant in reverse, and we have here the Chariot. But yeah, Pisces, if you've been feeling like somebody's looking out for themselves and not inherently looking out for you, if you've been feeling like somebody isn't very devoted to you, but they're more so devoted to their agenda or devoted to their intent or devoted to what it is they want, if you feel like somebody here is not so much caring about you, but they're more so caring about what they can get from you and gain from you, then your intuition here may be correct. I'm kind of picking up on a person here who is looking at what they can use. And that's unfortunate, right? Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to be used. But a part of you knows that. A part of you knows somebody here doesn't really care so much about you. They care about what they can obtain. So watch out for somebody here, Pisces, if this is what you're dealing with. If you've been feeling like somebody here is kind of trying to use you or take what they can get, do not allow that person in your energy. Be mindful and keep them at arm's length. You don't need to be too engaging with this person. However, though, you don't need to totally cut them off either. You can do it in a very low-key way if you so wish. But yeah, I don't feel like someone here has the best intent. I feel like they're more devoted to what they want, and they're more devoted to themselves, and they're looking at what they can obtain from you. So the message here is proceed with caution, and I definitely see you guys continuing to do that, okay? All right, Team Pisces, I love you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, of course, though, for tuning in. Anyhow, much love and appreciation to you. So we did start out here today, guys, with our water signs. Shout out to the fish. We're going to move on next into our fire. So for the lineup today, we'll do water, fire, air, and earth. Getting into our fire signs, Leo, let's see what we got going on here, babes. Hopefully we're looking at some fantastic stuff, but what insight and information, please, is going to be popping on in here for our zodiac signs of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Moving into the next 24 hours, what do we got going on here, please, for the zodiac here of Leo? Moving into tomorrow, Leo gang, you guys had a pretty quick shuffle. Let's see what we got going on. Starting out with the overall energy, you begin here with the Lovers in reverse. Taking a look into the current energy, we have here the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. What you're dealing with, guys, you have here the Queen of Wands in the upright. And looking at the outcome for Leo peeps is going to be the Seven of Wands in the upright position too. So let's go ahead here and see what's up, Team Leo. Lovers in reverse here and Queen of Pentacles in the upright. I think that you're beginning to feel like you're tired of always being the caregiver or the caretaker for everybody but yourself. I think that you are tired of being taken for granted, is what I'm hearing verbatim, okay? You are tired of feeling like you're being taken for granted. So you have no time for yourself. You make time for everybody else, but nobody makes time for me. Why am I constantly giving more than I'm getting? Shit. I ask myself that question sometimes too. So totally relatable. Definitely have been there. Why am I giving more than I'm getting? And looking at what you're dealing with here, Queen of Wands, you know, people will sit here and you'll empower them. You'll give them all the tools they need for their success. You'll make them feel better, X, Y, and Z. But everybody seems like they're in a good position, and everybody seems to be working so hard on themselves, and everybody seems to be taking all that you can give. But then when you look at yourself, you're like, why do I feel like I'm not progressing? Why do I feel like I never have time for me and what I not? Why do I feel like I never have time for me and what I need, to grow? Right? So you're getting to a point where you're very frustrated because you feel like you're not progressing in ways that you want to because you've been giving all your dedication and time to X, Y, and Z. Maybe your job, maybe your friends, maybe your family, maybe your romantic partner, who knows? But you're hitting a point of frustration. And once again, I don't blame you. You know, looking at the outcome here, Seven of Wands, it's time for me to restrict how much I've been offering. A, I feel like I've been taken for granted, but B, it's time for me to kind of step back and put some of that energy and that investment back into myself. Because I do deserve to grow just as much as everybody else does. I do deserve to give myself everything that I give other people. So right now, Seven of Wands here says it's time for me to be strict. It's time for me to be firm and make sure that I disconnect a little bit from doing too much for others to make sure that I have enough time, enough energy, and enough, you know, general, I guess energy is the word to put it, right? Just to have enough time and energy for me, right? 110%. So yeah, if you feel like you've been taken for granted, back off. You know, people need to appreciate the stuff that you do. And if they don't, then guess what? They're going to really begin to see what they're missing the moment you actually back off. All right, Leo, give more of that time and more of that energy back to you. You deserve it, okay? I love you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, Leo, for tuning on in here, baby. So, guys, we have touched base here with our fire. We've also touched base here with our water. Let's get on in to our air signs, okay? Anyhow, guys, jumping into our air, let's go ahead and check out here Team Aquarius and see what we got going on. By the way, hello, Fawn. Hey, Lila. Welcome in, guys. Appreciate you tuning in tonight, okay? What do we got going on here, everybody, for the zodiac sign of Team Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What's going to be showing up here, please, for our lovely and amazing Aquarius gang? Let's go ahead here, guys, and check it out. Team Aquarius, overall energy for you is going to be a 7 of Cups in reverse. Looking into the current energy, we have here the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, another reversal, 3 of Wands in reverse. Having a look here at the outcome, Aquarius, another reversal. Don't kill me, please. We have here a Wheel of Fortune in reverse as well. So keep in mind, guys, reversals are not always necessarily a bad thing, but let's take a look and see what the reading here entails. Wheel of Fortune coming up for you means fixed sign energy, so you could be connecting with a Taurus, an Aquarius, a Scorpio, a Leo, any of those zodiac signs, maybe somebody that you're dealing with. But you have a 7 of Cups reversed here to the 3 of Pence reversed. I think right now you're no longer wanting to work on something specific. Aquarius, it looks to me like you have gotten to the point where you want to give up on something. I think that for you, you just don't feel like it's going anywhere. 3 of Wands reversed. You don't feel like something is getting off the ground. Maybe you feel this way about a specific connection in your life. Maybe you're dealing with somebody in the love department and you feel like this relationship isn't going anywhere, so you don't really feel like participating in it. Maybe you don't feel like a startup you started is going anywhere. Maybe you don't feel like a friendship's going anywhere, a job, etc. But you're getting to the point where you just don't feel like there's growth and expansion. You're beginning to feel more stuck than progression, right? In something. Could be a relationship of some sort, could be a career of some sort, but you're not feeling like there's growth. You're feeling stuck more than anything. And I think for you, that's the last thing you want. You want to be on the move as an air sign. Air signs want to continue to travel. They want to continue to move forward. The last thing an air sign wants to feel is restricted and stuck. So I think right now you're beginning to kind of get into the process where it's like, if I don't feel like progression is here, is it worth staying? Is it worth continuing to work on what I have in front of me? So yeah, I definitely feel like there's been a pretty noticeable amount of lack of motivation showing up here because you felt stuck. And I think that what could help you right now is something new, something fresh, something that's actually moving and isn't stagnant. Let's say, for example, this is a relationship. Remember that it takes 2 to tango. You know, if you feel like you're the person putting in all the effort and work and the person you're connecting with isn't, then at the end of the day, it's best to move on forward and find somebody who's going to match your energy and match your pace. If you feel like you've been putting in so much work into a career, but you've been stagnant in your position and your boss here isn't working with you and trying to help you grow and move forward and progress, maybe it's time to find somewhere that's going to offer those types of opportunities where progression's an actual thing. But if you think you've hit your limit, Aquarius, where there is no more growth here for me, sometimes that's the realization you need to say, hey, maybe it is time to find something that resonates with the pace I'm looking for and that resonates with what I'm looking for, because maybe I've discovered all that's here and there isn't any more progression here for me. So I think right now would be a good time to look for better opportunities rather than continuing to try to make this stagnant energy work, especially if the stagnancy is out of your control. If you're dealing with a stagnant partner, that's not in your control. If you're dealing with a stagnant boss, that's not in your control, right? So if you feel like the opportunity to grow isn't there, it might be better to find someone or find something that's going to match the energy you're looking for, all right? Don't wait for people to move in the direction you want to. It's either they will move there with you or they won't. Okay? Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, Aquarius, for coming on out here nonetheless. Much love and appreciation to you. So we have touched base here, guys, with the water, the fire, and the air. Let's jump on into our earth signs and have a look here at our Capricorn and see what is popping here with you. What insight and information, please, is coming on through here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming on in to the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for our cappuccinos, please? What insight and info is coming in here for Cappy? Moving on into tomorrow. Hey, what's up, Marissa? How are you? Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. All right, Team Capricorn. We're gonna get about one more shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you, man. Hopefully all good things. Team Capricorn, starting out with the overall energy we have here, a 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Looking at the current energy, what do we got? We got here the 3 of Swords. Oh boy, what you're dealing with, guys. Page of Wands in reverse, and looking at the outcome, we got here a 4 of Cups in the upright too. Team Capricorn, what the heck is going on? This is the time where I feel like Mercury retrograde is not letting you escape the things that you need to heal within yourself. I feel like your next 24-hour period is saying, I've spent a lot of time trying to avoid investing in the things that have upset me, hurt me, and bothered me, but I feel like I no longer can run away when all that I'm left with is the pain of certain situations and the intensity of certain situations, and I feel like this time I just can't brush it off. I think right now you're dealing with that moment where everything's kind of hitting you at once and you can't escape it. You have to address it. You have to work on it. And looking at what you're dealing with here, Page of Wands reverse, it's like no matter how much you try to brush off things that are bothering you, you just can't. But here's the thing, guys, looking at the outcome here, Four of Cups, I feel like you're still trying to, right, Capricorn? Like if something's bothering you and you feel like you can't escape it, you're still trying to escape it, right? And the number one thing I preach on this channel is the more we try to outrun our emotions, the more we try to outrun the things that are bothering us, what ends up happening is that inevitably we can kind of numb it, delay it, push it away, but inevitably we're going to get pinned in a corner and our feelings are going to hit us like it's Mike Tyson, you know, hitting the crap out of us, and then it's going to become completely unavoidable. You know, you can only outrun your feelings for so long until you just have to sit there and deal with them. So I think you're reaching that moment where it's like, okay, I kind of can't outrun what's bugging me and bothering me anymore, and I think it's time to face, you know, whatever's been hurtful, whatever's been painful, right? And especially with Mercury being in retrograde, Mercury retrograde is, you know, always going to throw in our face what we need to heal, what we need to confront, what we need to work through. So I think that that's what's showing up here for your next 24 hours. If there's any advice I can give you, instead of running away, you know, just let yourself feel. As annoying as it is, because I say this all the time on my channel, you have to heal to feel. There's no other way around it. You can't just automatically be healed by not feeling what's putting you in this position in the first place. So let yourself slip into your feelings. If you're upset about a breakup, be upset about a breakup. It's okay to not be okay. If you're upset about the way life's been, maybe it's been rough. Let yourself tap into that energy so that you can feel it, heal it, and start paving a different path and paving a different way. But the last thing you want to do is sweep things under the carpet. Inevitably, the carpet gets so dirty, it becomes incredibly hard to clean it, right? So that's kind of like our emotions. The more we outrun what we feel, they pile up and it becomes very intense and overwhelming. Give yourself some time to handle every situation you're dealing with one step and one day at a time, and things will get better as time progresses. But it's not going to get better if you keep outrunning it. It's going to get better if you keep addressing it. So try to work on what you feel and do what you can here to focus on being more mindful of what you're going through rather than trying to outrun it. Everything's going to get better in due time, but it is going to start here, Capricorn, with you needing to address what's going on, okay? All right, Capricorn, I love you. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you for tuning in here anyhow. Much love and appreciation to you. So, guys, we have finished up our first batch of Zodiacs for the daily reading, baby. We're going to hop into our next batch quite shortly. We're just going to take a little bit of a short break, okay? Real quick, what's up, Kevin? How are you? He said, what's up, Ant? Haven't been here in a long time. Aries gang here. What's up? What's up? How are you? Zafir said, lots of cycles are ending. I definitely agree. It's been a super intense time. This summer. I don't know if you guys have felt the same way this summer, though, especially astrologically. We've had so many fucking crazy intense moments. So I do agree. I think a lot of cycles are ending. I think a lot of things are changing as well for many people in their own individual lives. So we can probably expect a lot more of that moving into September. Hey, what's going on, Sierra? You said, hey, I'm not doing well today. What the good word. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better. Hopefully things, you know, definitely get a lot better for you moving forward. Marissa said, I can't find an apartment. The fees are a lot. And then Friday, he got a car from his friend. This morning on the way to work, gets pulled over. And then now they tow it and there's no insurance, even if you had a chance. Oh boy. So it sounds like you and your man are dealing with a clusterfuck of shit going on, right? Listen, sometimes shit just hits the fan and it's one thing after the other and one thing after the other. And trust me, I know what that feels like, but you just got to power through because inevitably you're going to realize, okay, we're good. You know, so sometimes I think it's unavoidable if you're for humans, you know, we all kind of deal with moments where one thing after the other happens and happens and happens, but then inevitably it stops and things get a little more chill and things are a little bit less intense. So unfortunately, I just feel like it's, you know, your turn in the moment of unfortunate events, just power through it. And then inevitably things will get better. You know, I feel like there's no other way to kind of explain that. It's an interesting phenomenon, but everybody gets their turn, you know? Hey, what's going on, Kaylee? You said, hey, Aunt, chilling with my furball. Love that for you. Appreciate you tuning in. Sierra said they will eventually. Today, yesterday, not so ever. Or today, yesterday, whatever. Tomorrow is a new day. 100%. 100%. Tomorrow is always a new day, man. Listen, guys, it's a rough time out there. A lot of people are going through personal shit. I'm going through personal shit. You're going through personal shit. The Pope's going through personal shit. We're all dealing with intensity in one way or another in our lives. And to a degree, that's never going to stop, right? We're always going to have something to deal with. But we got to focus on looking at the brighter side of situations. And we got to focus, too, on looking at the good stuff we have going on, right? When we see our life through the lens of our problems, instead of looking at the problem saying, I can find solutions, then we're always going to have a problematic life. There will always be problems and there will always be good things, right? So the best thing we can do is say, hey, here are our problems. Let's find solutions to them. And here are our good things. Let's appreciate them. When we can live life in that kind of retrospect, life gets instantaneously better. 100%. You know, Marlene said, I agree. I actually have some really good things going for me. I don't want to mess this all up, but if I do, fuck it, I gave it my all. And yeah, why worry about messing things up? You know, a lot of the time people have great opportunities in front of them. And the first thing their mind goes to is how am I going to fuck this up? Why? Who says you're going to fuck it up? If you do, it is what it is. Better opportunities will come. It wasn't meant for you, but who says you're going to fuck it up? I think we're so primed in our minds sometimes to think that we ruin the good things we have. Stop saying that. Stop believing that. That's a belief that you no longer need to put energy into. You're a person who's capable of everything just as everyone is. So don't worry about fucking up the good things. If it's fucked up, it was never meant for you, dude. Period. Period. What's up, God's anointed daughter? Good evening, everybody. I hope you all had an amazing day. Likewise to you, love. Likewise. But yeah, you know, going back to that statement, life is always going to have problems. You just got to roll with the punches, man. Instead of reiterating the problems, what are the solutions? And when you have the good stuff in front of you, appreciate the fuck out of it, man. That's a good way to live life, you know? Either way, keeping it popping, pushing and moving forward. Let's get back on into the readings. We did do water, fire, air, earth for today's lineup, so we're gonna hop back into our water. We touched base here so far with the with the Pisces. Coming up next, we're gonna take a look here at Cancer and see what we got going on. So Team Cancerian, let's get it popping. What insight and information, please, is gonna be showing up for our zodiac signs of Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming on in to the next 24 hours, please. What do we got showing up, everybody, for the zodiac sign of Team Cancer? Moving on into tomorrow. Let's go ahead here and have a look. In 1 second, Cancer, your cards decided to flop all over the place. So bear with me. Let me get all these together over here with my butterfingers. All right, one more shuffle for Cancer, please. And let's go ahead here and have a look, man. Hopefully all is well. Cancer, overall energy for you is a Hangman in reverse. Wonderful. We love seeing that in the reverse position. Taking a look at the current energy, the Fool in reverse, what you're dealing with, guys. We have here the Ace of Cups. And then taking a look here at the outcome for Cancer is going to be the Two of Wands in reverse as well. Cancer, I feel like it's time to stop standing in your way. I feel that with the Hangman reverse. I feel that with the Fool in reverse. I think that right in front of you, looking at what you're dealing with here, Ace of Cups, you have something you love. It could be a job you love. It could be a person you love. It could be a situation you love. But you have something you love in front of you. But I feel like you've been standing in your way. You've been getting in your head. And with that being said, it's been preventing you from being able to take that leap of faith in order to do what you love, in order to have success in what you love, etc. Right? So Cancers, essentially, the reading is saying, stop standing in your way. Stop doubting yourself. Stop having a lack of faith. This is the perfect time to say, fuck it. Anytime you doubt yourself, prove yourself wrong. Don't worry about proving other people wrong. Don't worry about proving the world wrong. Worry about proving yourself wrong. Because anytime you doubt yourself and you show yourself that you can overcome that and make it happen, is the more you start believing in your capability. It's the more you start seeing that everything is possible and that you can make possibilities happen. So Cancers, this is the time to push yourself. If you're a Cancer right now and something in front of you is showing up here that you love, maybe it's a job opportunity and maybe you're worried. Maybe you're nervous. Maybe it's a person and you love them and you're worried and nervous if this relationship's going to work out and it's keeping you from taking that leap of faith. Cancer, right now is not the time to worry about what the future holds, but pay attention to what's in front of you in the present moment. You know, looking at the outcome here, Two of Wands reversed. The last thing you want to do is stand in the way of something that's right in front of you. Take that leap and roll with whatever happens later on. Don't worry about tomorrow and don't worry about yesterday. Focus on what's in front of you today. And if it's something you love that's standing right there, go ahead and allow yourself to have it rather than standing in your own way, worrying about what the future entails. I think that this is a time to just not stand in the way of yourself, guys. See what happens. Go with the flow. Cancer, I think you have something lovely here, but I think the only reason you haven't gone after it is because you're too concerned with the future. A wise person once said, when you're depressed, you're living in the past. When you're anxious, you're living in the future. But a person who's living in the present is a person who finds peace. Let yourself have peace in the good things in front of you and let yourself, or more so allow yourself to enjoy it, okay? I love you, Cancer. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for watching. Take it if it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. So we have touched base here, everybody, with our lovely Cancerian. Let's hop back on into our fire. And we're going to take a look here, guys, at the lovely and amazing Ram Fam. So let's see what's popping in here for Team Aries, okay? What insight and information, please, is going to be showing up for the zodiac sign of the Ram Fam? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus coming on in to the next 24 hours. What's going to be going up here, please, for our zodiac sign here of Aries, moving into tomorrow? Team Ram Fam, let's go ahead here and get it poppin'. Beginning here with the overall energy for Aries peeps, we got here the Page of Cups. Taking a look here at the current energy, we got here the Queen of Cups in reverse. What you're dealing with, Aries, we have here the Ten of Wands in reverse. Good. Looking at the outcome for you, the Hierophant in reverse as well. Aries, pretty interesting energies. You could be connecting with a Taurus because we have here the Hierophant, but let's go ahead and check it out. We have here first and foremost a Page of Cups, and then we're pairing that Page of Cups here to the Queen of Cups in reverse as well. It does seem to me like right now you're in a very loving energy, you're in a very positive energy, but I think that on the inside, how do I say this? Because you've realized that, Aries, I feel like you've been saying to yourself, I've been hurt a lot, and it's made me a very emotionless or emotionally detached person. And to a degree, it's kept me away from being hurt from other people. But it's also kept me from establishing very powerful connections that have depth with people as well. There's a trade-off to being emotionally detached. It can create protection from being hurt, but it definitely pushes you away from having a genuine connection with somebody because you're keeping yourself and remaining closed off. I think that moving into your next 24 hours, you're getting to the point where it's like, I want to turn the switch on again. Okay? I want to be at a point where I can connect with people in an authentic and a loving and a positive manner. I want to be at a point again where I'm not worried about being hurt, but instead I'm creating depth with the people that I'm dealing with. I want to connect. I don't want to disconnect any longer. Disconnection served its purpose, but it's not going to serve its purpose forever. Because it's all that's going to do, right, is not just necessarily push me away from the people who can potentially hurt me, but it's going to push me away from the people who can 110% love me, right? So looking at the outcome here, Hierophant reversed. It's like I've been very devoted to protecting myself, but in the end, I've actually been missing out on genuine connection. I've also been robbing myself of good, genuine connection with people too. And that's the thing about kind of disconnecting emotionally. It's that it's not about you just missing out on the bad people, but you're missing out on the good people too. So for any Aries peeps who are watching, I think you are getting to that point again, Page of Cups, where it's like, I want to offer my love. I want to offer my positive vibes. I want to offer my good ass energy to people and just be at a point to where I can reconnect. I don't want to be so disconnected from people because in the end, that makes me feel more lonely than anything. You know, I might be protecting myself from shitty people, but I'm still not really connecting with people at all. And I don't want to feel so lonely being in that type of energy. For sure. So I understand that, you know, definitely have been there too. I've been at a point where I've iced out everybody at one point or another in my life. And then I got to the point where I realized this isn't so fun because I also don't have any of the good people either. So I always put it this way. It's better to put yourself out there and get hurt because if somebody hurts you, they're not for you. However, though, putting yourself out there is going to get you to the people who are not going to break your heart, but instead are going to fill it with so much love. And what's better? To take a chance on finding the amazing people in your life or to never take a chance at all and avoid everybody at all costs, you know? So take that, of course, if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but very interesting read here nonetheless, okay? Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here, guys, with our fire. We've also done our water. Coming up next, everybody, is going to be our air signs, and we're going to check out Team Libra. So let's go ahead here and get it popping. What insight and information, everybody, do we got showing up here for our Libra gang? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus coming on into the next 24 hours, everybody. What do we got showing up here for the zodiac sign of Libra? Moving on into tomorrow. Hey, what's going on, Michelle? How are you? Fawn, thank you so much. I appreciate you for the $2. You said, thank you, Aunt. Have been secluded lately. Well, first and foremost, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. And you know what? Hopefully you get into that space where you start getting yourself out there a little more as well. You know, there's nothing wrong with seclusion, especially when you need it for recharging purposes. But when it comes towards seclusion for, you know, getting in that protection energy, it can only serve you for so long. So hopefully you get yourself out there a little more and connect with the people that love you. All right, guys. Libra, we're gonna get about 2 more shuffles and we'll see what's going on here, baby. Libra, overall energy for you is the 2 of Pentacles. I think you're contemplating something in the next 24 hours. Looking at the current energy here, 5 of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with. King of Pentacles reverse. Looking at the outcome here, though, the Magician. I think you're contemplating whether or not to reach out to somebody. It does feel to me like you are realizing, okay, like, you know, the negative moments have passed, the drama has passed, the, you know, some situation has blown over between you and somebody else. And you're realizing, sure, our relationship is not necessarily in the best spot, but I'm wondering if I should reach out. I'm contemplating if I should reach out. Maybe the storm has passed. And maybe this is a time where I can rebuild with somebody after that storm has passed, right? So I think some of you are thinking about reaching out to somebody in the next 24 hours. It could be an old friend where maybe you guys kind of had things kind of venture off in a weird energy. Maybe this is a past partner and you wanted the dust to settle to communicate to them and have clarity, or maybe it's a family member and there's been some sort of animosity going on. But I think your next 24 hours entails you contemplating whether or not you should reach out. You know, the dust is definitely settled. It's just more like, well, if I show up and talk to them, you know, where are things going to go from here? I say figure it out, find out, you know? If you are still curious about whether or not there's a relationship here for you between you and somebody else, if you're still curious whether or not you can establish a friendship with somebody going forward, if you're curious about how they are, you know, hey, it is what it is. Reach out. If you've been contemplating for a reason, right? So I think in this situation, the dust has settled. I think it would be worth reaching out. You never know what you'll get. Maybe you and somebody will move forward on a good note, or maybe you and somebody will have closure to end things completely. But one way or another, there will be forward action. And by not reaching out, things may still be the same. So I think it would actually benefit you to reach out in the terms of either gaining closure or potentially gaining forward movement with someone. So if you've been contemplating, like I said, you're not contemplating for no reason at all reaching out. If you've been contemplating, fuck it, reach out and see what happens, okay? All right, Team Libra, I love you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for tuning on in. So we have done, everybody, our lovely air. Up next is going to be our earth signs in just a moment, so do stay tuned. Real quick, hey, Other Ann, how's it going? I hope you're doing great. You said hell of a portal date today for some. I'm feeling very grateful. May the universe send some positive and pure vibes to all. You said also, hello soul fam, that the Ant-Man created. Good vibes to you all. Likewise to you. Thank you so much for tuning on in. Also, Healing Hearts, hello. Happy Monday evening, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. I'm happy to catch this live, Anthony, even if I'm late. No worries. I'm happy to have you. Thank you for being here very, very much. Okay. All right, guys. Next will be our earth signs. We're going to check in with Virgo momentarily. So Virgos, give me a quick moment and then we'll hop on into it. All right, Team Virgo, let's go ahead here and have ourselves a look. Okay. What insight and information, please, do we got showing up here for the zodiac sign of Team Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming on into the next 24 hours, everybody. What's going to be going on here for our Virgo gang? Moving on into tomorrow. Virgo, that was a fast-ass shuffle. Let's go ahead over here and check it out, baby, and hopefully we're looking at some awesome solace. Team Virgo, overall energy for you, 4 of Swords in reverse. Looking at the current energy, we have here the 8 of Cups in reverse, what you're dealing with, y'all. 3 of Wands in the upright. Looking at the outcome, Virgo, you got here a 10 of Wands. Addressing the elephant in the room. I think you've been avoiding a conversation for a while, or you've been kind of like avoiding a person for a while, but I feel like there's an elephant in the room to address in the next 24 hours that seems like it's going to happen. So if things have been awkward between you and somebody, you might be hashing it out and talking about it. If things have been weird between you and a friend, you might be having a conversation about it. If something had happened, this might be the day where things get brought up. I feel like the elephant in the room is coming out. Okay, moving into your next 24 hours. So you will be addressing that with somebody here. I feel like you are coming out of seclusion or coming out of hermit mode and taking the initiative here to talk about something. And granted, it might be uncomfortable. Granted, it might be burdensome, you know, with this 10 of Wands. It might be a conversation that's not the most pleasant or the most emotionally engaging. I think that it's a conversation that's necessary. So I feel like that's what's going to be going on here for you guys. Having a bit of a tough conversation if needed tomorrow, addressing the elephant in the room between you and somebody else. That's all I'm picking up on from this reading, so take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But yeah, I think you need to speak with somebody about something. Could be anybody. Could be a friend, family member, lover. Could be a coworker. Could be your boss. But something needs to be addressed. All right, Virgo, interesting. If that resonates, cool. If not, no worries. But let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, Virgo, for tuning in anyhow. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward here, baby. So everybody, batch number 2 is all finished up for the daily read. We'll be getting into our last and our final batch momentarily, okay? Real quick, Heather Ann said spot on for Virgo. It's internal for my Virgo. God bless him. Hopefully everything works out moving forward. What's up, Lucy? Lucy said Aries is so true, and I dumped my previous boyfriend as alarm bells were ringing, but also because I had faith that I would meet the one. Well, I did, and I'm now engaged to my forever guy, and I couldn't be happier. Congratulations to you. Listen, trusting your intuition is definitely important. I always tell people what feels right for you is always going to be the right choice. So do keep that in mind. Pay attention to what genuinely feels right, and you'll be nudged in the right direction. Hey Zafiri said I'm out of here. Have a great night, everybody, and good night, Anthony. Good night to you too. Thank you for stopping by as always. Really appreciate you, Zafira. Have a great rest of your evening, okay? All right, guys. Last batch coming on up. Let's hop back on into our water. We're going to check out Team Scorpio and see what's up. So let's go ahead here and get it popping. What insight and information, please, is showing up here for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What's going on here for Scorpio gang members, please? Messages here for Team Scorpio. Moving into tomorrow. Let's go ahead here and check it out. Scorpio, taking a look at the overall energy for you. We have here a 5 of Wands. You might be dealing with a fire sign like an Aries, Sagittarius, or possibly a Leo. Looking into the current energy, you got here a Page of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with. You got here a 7 of Cups in reverse, and looking at the outcome, you have an 8 of Wands. Scorpio, seems to be some sort of internal battle or struggle showing up here in your energy. I think that right now you're having a hard time like establishing confidence about something. Maybe you're having a hard time like establishing confidence in the workplace, in a friendship, in a relationship, but I think that it's like you have something in front of you and you're nervous about maybe messing it up, or you're nervous or just not feeling confident enough to get the job done. Looking at what you're dealing with, like I said, it's not that there's an overwhelming amount of things that is making you feel this way. It's one thing in specific. You know, maybe some of you here have an opportunity you're worried about, or you're having an internal struggle about a relationship. Maybe you have a lot of fears coming up. Maybe you're worried about something going on in your family sector. I think that for you, Scorpio, despite how worried and despite the internal battle you're having, I think you're going to flourish. All I keep hearing with this 8 of Wands is flourish, okay? I think everything's going to move in the right direction for you, and I think that everything's going to be okay, if not better than okay, with this situation you're dealing with. I think that right now you might not be so confident in yourself, but the universe is trying to say, do be confident in yourself because you're going to do great, you know? Maybe some of you are worried that you have to present something and you're like, maybe this presentation's not going to be good. You're going to go up there and kill it, you know? Maybe you're worried that this relationship is moving in a direction that you're unsure of. It's going to be a wonderful relationship, right? So tomorrow is going to be a good day for you is what I see. But I think that with your situation, it's also going to be moving in a good direction too. So whatever kind of internal battle you're having, the internal battle is that there's a lack of confidence. The universe is trying to remind you everything is working out perfectly. Restore that confidence within yourself because it's all working out for you. Okay, Scorpio? So I feel like this is the confirmation message you needed to hear. If you've been feeling like there's a lack of confidence, rebuild and reestablish that confidence within yourself because everything right now is literally flourishing, okay? With that 8 of Wands. Beautiful. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But Scorpio, thank you for coming out here anyhow, okay? All right, guys. We have finished up officially all of our water signs. So let's keep it popping, and pushing and moving forward. And we're going to hop now on in to our fire. So team fire, we're going to be checking out Sagittarius. And let's see what we got going on, baby. What is going to be showing up here for team Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming on into the next 24 hours, please. What do we got going on here for our zodiac sign of Sagittarius? Moving on into tomorrow, Saggy. Let's go ahead here and check it out. Sagittarius, overall energy for you guys is an 8 of Cups. Could be thinking about walking away from a situation or something of that nature. Excuse me, guys. Thank you very much. Having a look into the current energy. 8 of Pence in reverse, what you're dealing with. Fool in reverse, looking at the outcomes. Saggy, 10 of Wands in reverse too. Sagittarius, 8 of Cups overall. Current energy, 8 of Pentacles reversed here too. I think that you don't want to put work into something anymore. That's why you're walking away from it. You don't want to do it. Simple as that. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're dealing with a situation where you're coming to the realization, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to work on this anymore. I don't want this to be my future anymore. And I think sometimes people struggle with the idea of like walking away from something that doesn't serve them because they're used to it, or, you know, they've done it for so long, right? You know, there are people that stay at jobs they hate because they've been there for years and they're like, well, this is my job. It's like, no, guys, life is going to adapt to you based upon the changes you decide to make. And if something doesn't serve you anymore, just because you have history with it or longevity with it, doesn't mean that's a reason to stay. If it's not for you, it's genuinely not for you. And I think it's time to hear that confirmation message that it is okay to walk away. You know, if you've been in a relationship for 10 years, just because you've been in it for 10 years doesn't mean you need to stay for another 10. If you're not happy anymore, you're not happy. If it's not for you anymore, it's not for you anymore. And I think that some Sagittarian out there needs to hear that it is okay to walk away. I think you've been hesitant in taking those steps, but I think that once you do walk away, you will feel a wave of emotions lifted from you. I think you will start to begin to feel so much better than how you feel right now because you're staying involved in something that you don't necessarily want to be a part of. So if you're a Sagittarian watching and you've been feeling this way, I don't know what's been keeping you here. Like I said, if it's a relationship that you've been with a person for 10 years, maybe being there for that long is what's keeping you here now. It doesn't matter whatever, you know, you're saying is keeping me here, because if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be. So guys, it's okay to let go. I feel like that's something you need to hear. Okay. If that resonates, of course, cool. If not, no worries, but let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, Sagittarian, for tuning on in. All right. All right, baby. So we have done all of our fire. We're going to hop back on in, or sorry, we've done all of our water. We've done all of our fire. We're going to hop back into our air signs, and we're going to check out Team Gemini. So let's go ahead over here and get it popping and see what we got going on here for the Gemini gang. Okay. What insight and information, please, is going to be showing up here for the zodiac sign of Team Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Moving on into tomorrow, please. What's going to be going on here for the Gems in the next 24 hours? Gemini, you got a bit of an interesting vibe. Let's go ahead here and take a look at you. Gemini, overall energy, King of Cups in reverse. Current energy, we got a Fool in reverse. What you're dealing with, you got a 5 of Wands. Looking at the outcome for you, 2 of Cups in reverse as well. Geminis, what is going on? I definitely get the feeling of a situation showing up here. 5 of Wands. It could be a person like a friend. This could be a family member. This could be your job. Some sort of environment right now, though, is very hectic, and you are not here for that. Gemini, looking at the overall energy, looking at the current energy, Fool in reverse says, fuck this shit, I'm out. King of Cups reverse here says, I don't want to be emotionally engaged in this. And with the outcome here being the 2 of Cups reverse, this is about you just not connecting to it at all. You are totally disconnecting from either a person, place, or thing at this time. I feel like you're dealing with a bit of a hectic environment that you don't want to play any part of. You know, maybe there's some drama in the friend group. You're like, yep, fuck that. Don't want to deal with it. Maybe you're dealing with drama in your family. Fuck that. Don't want to deal with it either, or the workplace, etc. But Geminis, I feel like you are just completely detaching yourself from something in the next 24 hours. You don't want to play any part of it. It just seems to me like you're not at a point right now where you want to get involved in any sort of low vibrational energy. So yeah, you might be having some weird situation showing up, guys, in your environment, but Gemini, once again, you will not be playing a part of it. Geminis are essentially saying, fuck this shit, I'm out. All right, that's what I feel for you. So super quick and to the point read, but I don't see you wanting to get involved in any sort of negativity, any sort of drama, or any sort of intense or chaotic environment. Once again, Geminis, you are just not here for it, okay? Gemini says, I'm going to have a good day, and I'm not going to get caught up in your bullshit. Period. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, baby. So we have done our lovely air, water, and fire. We're going to be moving into our last but not least zodiac in a second, which will be Team Taurus, all right? All right, guys. Interesting storyline, man. You know, we're still dealing with the retrograde. So with that being said, there's a lot of bullshit going on out there, and Geminis just don't got time for it, baby. Shit, I don't either. I get you. All right, though, man. Let's tap in with our Tauruses, though. Let's see what's going on here for the Bull Gang, everybody. Hopefully some wonderful things. What insight and information, please, is going to be showing up here for our Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what's going to be going on, everybody, for the zodiac sign here of Taurus? Moving on into tomorrow. Let's go ahead here and check it out, guys. Hopefully some wonderful stuff. Team Taurus, let's go ahead here and begin. Overall energy for you is gonna be, what even is this? Bum bum bum, the Judgment in reverse. Haven't used this deck in a while, sorry guys. Taking a look here at the current energy, 3 of Cups in reverse. What you're dealing with, Taurus, what do we got? We got here the Queen of Swords in reverse as well. And looking at the outcome for you is gonna be the 4 of Cups in the upright. Taurus, you don't seem to be giving a second chance here to somebody. For some of you here, I hate to say it, there could be a third-party situation happening. If there is a third-party situation showing up for you, you are not communicating to you or to your person or to the opposing energy. You are completely cutting off communication. You are completely in the mode of ignoring somebody. And if there's a third-party situation, you're avoiding both party members. Taurus, I feel like you don't want to take a chance on somebody. The 3 of Cups reversed to me says you've heard the same song and dance. I feel like you're connecting with a person who isn't changing, and I think you're tired of hearing, I'm going to change, when they're not. It's like, how many chances can I give out before you're actually going to show and prove to me that you are indeed changing? So words are not going to be cutting it here. Actions speak louder than words, and somebody's creating very repetitive actions. So I think that right now you're just not interested. I don't want to keep on hearing the same thing, especially when there's no result. And what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing and getting the same result while expecting a different result. So you're dealing with somebody here who I feel has played the same song and dance over and over again, and you're tired of it. Looking at that outcome, once again, we got here that 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups here says, I'm moving into full ignore mode. I just don't want to deal with the situation. I'm tired of hearing the same thing and getting, once again, the same old results with no actual change. So Taurus, y'all are fed up, man. And it definitely shows. So that's what I'm picking up here for Taurian peeps. Y'all are fed up, and you're not going to sit here continuing to listen to the same thing and unfortunately get the same result with whoever you're dealing with, okay? Sorry to hear that, guys. It's definitely not fun. Listen, people need to be about their action and less about their words, because actions will forever speak louder than words. Actions will always speak volumes. So Taurians, I don't blame you in this situation. You want to be with somebody who's about it, not somebody who isn't, okay? I feel that for sure. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Taurus, thanks for tuning in here anyhow. Much love and appreciation to you. And with that all being said, everybody, guys, thank you all so much, man, for coming out here to tonight's daily reading. I appreciate you all joining me this evening. Of course, if you did enjoy today's live stream, hit that like button. If you're new, consider subscribing. I'd be happy to have you, and I would love to welcome you here into the Soul family. Everybody, I do want to mention too, if you would like to get yourself a personal reading with me, you can visit CancerMoonsTarot.com. That link is in the description box down below if you'd like to book me there. Nonetheless, I hope you all enjoyed your evening. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Happy Monday to you all, and I hope your weekend was great as well. Marlene, I want to say thank you. I appreciate those timestamps, my love. So thank you so much for timestamping throughout the video, and thank you for the timestamps you put after. It means a lot. So thank you for all your help. It's really appreciated. But other than that, everybody, I am going to go ahead and enjoy the rest of my night. I hope you guys do as well. Thank you again for being here, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Guys, take care and have yourselves a good one. Later, everybody, and peace. Been fighting